You are now entering the horror section.
Hello, and welcome back to the Horror Sanctum podcast. I'm Jay with John and Kellen, and we are sad to say that this will be our last episode as a podcast going forward. I know it's hard to believe that on this day, April the 1st, 2024, we are releasing our last episode ever. Anyway, this week, coincidentally enough, we're going to be talking about 1986's April Fool's Day. What are the odds?
What are the odds? When a group of college students, this is the synopsis, by the way, that I pulled from the internet, and it's a half a page long, but I'm going to read it word for word. So just buckle in because spoilers aplenty in this brief synopsis. When a group of college students decide to spend spring break at the secluded island of state of their wealthy classmate Muffy St. John, what starts out as a fun, hedonistic weekend turns into something more sinister. Muffy is very fond of practical jokes and sets up numerous gags throughout her mansion, but when friends begin going missing and turning up dead, they realize that they're trapped on an isolated isle with a mysterious and brutal killer. Or are they? Because nobody dies. Spoilers.
I guess we should have said spoilers ahead of time. But I mean, come on, I was 2 years old when this came out, so get with the program.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it until this episode, so there's going to be others out there, but I mean, I'm not giving anything away because this is a very forgettable movie. I liked it. I did not like it. I don't want to start. I saw the eyes go up, the eyebrows go up. It's just a good movie. It's not great. It's not special. I can see why it isn't brought up when people talk about greatest horror films of all time. But I mean, it's an enjoyable watch. It keeps your attention. It has Biff Tannen in it. I mean, how can you go wrong with having one of the greatest movie villains of all time, played by Thomas F. Wilson, and he's good in this too. I mean, he's a good actor. He probably deserved more roles than he got in his career. I'm sure Biff paid the bills for probably the rest of his life. But I mean, he's good in it. And the acting's good. It's not. I was thinking when I got done watching it, I was like, there's not really anything I can point out that's bad. It's just not special, if that makes sense, except for the twist. Again, spoilers, nobody dies, which actually threw me for a loop. And I immediately thought that's such a great curveball for a movie called April Fool's Day to actually pull the biggest April Fool's Day joke possible in a movie about slashers and people dying, and then surprise, nobody died. Everybody was alive in the end. And it was kind of interesting the way that they revealed it, even up to the very last quote unquote kill, when the girl comes from behind her and slits her throat, and you find out that that's not even real. So that was fun. It was nice that they realized what they were making and didn't take themselves too seriously. I think it would have been a disservice to a movie called April Fool's Day if they would have tried to play it too seriously. Some of the practical effects and the quote unquote gag kills in this movie are really fun. I mean, even in the beginning when the guy, I mean, my first thought when they're on the dock and he throws that knife into that guy's stomach, I was like, who the hell throws a knife at somebody like that that's not trying to kill them? Like, he's literally like, man, quit, and just chucked it at him like he was trying to murder him. And literally I thought, who throws a knife like that? And then he pops up and he's fine. And then like 5 seconds later, a guy gets his head crushed by the boat, also fine. But I mean, the gags that they did for the murders were fun. So like I said, I don't really have anything bad to say about this movie, but again, it's another one of those movies where, like, am I going to watch this every April? No. Am I going to think about it in the future? Probably not. If the opportunity came up to watch it again, would I watch it? Probably, yeah. Because like I said, it's just a fun little quote unquote slasher film. And I think it fits in good with those early 80s, not quite, I wouldn't quite say the Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th, because those are like the pillar of slasher movies. Um, but it fits in with those B-level slasher movies for the 80s. And I would say it's probably in the upper half instead of the lower half. So yeah, that's my thought on April Fool's Day. I don't really have a lot to say about it. Like I said, it was enjoyable, but it's just a movie. it's not one that you're going to be, yelling at your friends, you've got to see this. But yeah, that's what it was.
I'm a fan. Just to start, I did see this when I was younger, so I do have nostalgia for it. It was a slasher film I probably saw on Encore or something like that back in the day. So I liked it from the beginning. Even as a kid, knowing that it was all a prank at the end and that it was this big setup, I found it like really creative, just sort of in the world of horror back then when you have all these slasher movies and you kind of see what's coming and they just turn it on its head. I thought that was really fascinating. And I think one reason I really like this movie is it just, you can tell everybody's having so much fun making it. You were talking about Biff, Tom Wilson. He looks like he's just having a blast. Like you can just tell, like in between takes, they're laughing, they're having fun. It's got Amy Steele in it. It's got Deborah Foreman in it. I love both of them. I think Deborah Foreman's like really underrated. She hasn't really done a lot in forever. She was in Valley Girl. She was in this. She was in quite a few 80s movies. The director was actually the same director who did When a Stranger Calls, which is a totally different vibe from this movie. But yeah, I really think it's great. I think it's there's a lot of interesting kills and a lot of things in it that are gags, but really are quite interesting the way they play out. I think it's funny, some of the characters in the movie, like Hal. Well, I guess he says his name is Hal, but they keep calling him Harvey. That's kind of Hollywood's representation of Southerners and, in the 80s and 90s, and sometimes even now. He's kind of like this debutante rich guy, wants to be a rich guy. He's almost like a Clark Gable, only sleazier. But I thought that was funny in the 80s to put a Southerner like that in a film where he's like obviously Southern, he's got the accent. Because a lot of times they just, don't do that in these type of films. And I actually looked up that actor. He's from Tennessee. He's from East Tennessee. So that was kind of funny. He wasn't faking any of that, the accent or anything. The big thing about this movie that is that you can kind of pick apart are the kills. So, like when Hal is hung and he's like hanging in the room, and when the what's her name, the girl is in the bottom of the well and Hal is trying to get her out of the well, it's like there's the fake heads with her. I guess like in real life, if that actually happened, it would be pretty obvious to like figure out what was happening very quick, right? Because you'd see the heads, you'd be like, what the fuck? And you'd grab them and, you'd be like, oh, it's plastic. Or like how, if you saw a dead body, I don't know what you would do, but chances are you'd probably sit there for a minute and be like, and if he starts laughing, then you automatically know, oh shit, it's a prank, right? So there's things like that you can, of course, pick apart in the film, but it's an 80s film. It's supposed to be a lot of fun. I think you just have to roll with it with these type of movies. I don't think that this type of movie would work in 2024. It'd probably be very obnoxious now, because I feel like kids now in college and the way kids are in films now, it would be kind of annoying the way they are portrayed. I think in the 80s and 90s, there was just a certain charm to these type of films and the characterizations and the writing that it just makes it a lot more fun. So I definitely think it's a movie of its time. I don't necessarily agree with what you said about being forgettable. I do think it's very memorable. I think the music is really cool. I think it's shot well. I think just the characters and the actors, you get to know that everyone and you like them. I do think it's memorable, but I think it's unique. And it's almost, I mean, really at the end of the day, it's really not a horror movie, right? It's like this weird clue mystery comedy. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. It's a fake slasher film. So
Is it hard to describe because it's so forgettable?
Oh, there you go.
Killing you, dirty bitch.
Oh my gosh. But I do think they did well though with the pranks, because they build up to this scenario of making you feel like even at the end, you don't know what's really happening because there's so many cry wolf scenarios at the beginning. One thing I did find very interesting was there is an alternate ending to this movie that was shot. It's never been released. And the alternate ending actually makes it a slasher movie. Because in the alternate ending, the brother, if you remember at the end of the movie, Muffy, she was like, that's actually my brother. And we said we were cousins. Apparently, in the alternate ending, he ends up killing some of the people and he tries to kill Muffy. And it turns out he was like mad at Muffy because she was inheriting the house and he wanted it. So it was like a revenge thing. And like Muffy like attacks him and kills him, and then Muffy goes to a mental institution. So that would have been a really, really huge left turn for an ending, but I don't know if that's ever been out there. I know it was filmed. I don't think it's ever been released.
I hope his real name was Duffy.
Duffy. Muffy and Duffy. Buffy, Muffy, and Duffy. Wow.
And Luffy.
Yes.
Luffy.
Luffy and Doofy. But I really like this movie. Gosh, it's so much fun to rewatch. And I mean, I'm a fan. I'm gonna be a nerd about it. I've got the CD soundtrack.
That's what I was gonna ask when you mentioned the music. I'm pretty sure that I sent you the link for that soundtrack, didn't I?
You did.
And
yep.
I was disappointed that you bought the CD and not the
I know. That's even weirder buying the CD in 2024.
You just went in and bought the cassette.
I know, right? But yeah, I love it, and I'm curious what Jay thinks because it's definitely an A+ for me.
Well, I think I've slowly realized I'm the easiest to please out of all of us, and it holds true. Like John has the movie, I also have the movie. I'd seen it probably 2 or 3 times, and then I was at McKay's one day and they had it wrapped brand new. I'm like, okay, coming home with me. It should be called Red Herring the movie. I feel like Kellen's already said, all these things happen, but they don't actually happen. I'm also going to piggyback on John about disagreeing about them being a memorable movie. I compare this a lot to Sleepaway Camp. And the reason I compare it to Sleepaway Camp is because of the endings. So the first time you watch this movie, you're probably like, holy shit. You know, same thing with Sleepaway Camp. After you watch it a few more times, the luster, the shine goes away. But as I watched it again today in preparation, I'm like, this is a fun movie. And what was it rated? It's rated R. I guess nudity, maybe. But this is a movie anybody can watch.
The guy gets his penis cut off.
That's true.
They don't show it, but they do. They show the aftermath.
Yeah, it was like he got stabbed or cut off or something. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it was just him laying there with the bloody. Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird little kill. Anyways, I compared to Sleepaway Camp because my first time I watched Sleepaway Camp, I'm like, oh my God, like I can't believe that. When you go back and watch it for the 100th time, you're like, okay, this is the same way. The first time I watched it, I'm like, oh man. The second time I didn't pay enough attention. You miss little details. This is a completely different movie. But it's a movie anybody can watch. Like I was saying, like I don't think there was any rough gore in it that I can recall. I don't think the language was harsh, and essentially, while it is technically a horror movie, it's not. I guess it could be more of a comedy. We should Google it and see what it actually says under it. But I like this movie a lot. I'm a sucker for 80s movies anyways. Great cast. Biff was great. He's a good jock. Like, I don't know how many movies he was in where he played a jock, but he should have been. He's Flash Thompson from Spider-Man. Like, he would have been perfect for that role if it had come during a time when he was younger. But my biggest takeaway from the movie watching it again is, with friends like those, who needs enemies? I've had some friends in my life that can't be serious, and like even back at us being guys, and us three have never discussed this, but I'm sure we can all relate to some degree. There were always people in our lives that wanted to hit you in the nuts, like what's the capital time on Bangkok, stuff like that. That's this group of friends, we're just going to joke around all day, but it's not like, hey, I'm pregnant. It's like, oh shit, his head got smashed by a fucking boat. It's just like to the extreme with what they do.
Well, and with you saying that, that's kind of the people that die in the horror movies. This is just a full ensemble cast of the people that are usually the first ones to die.
The fodder. Yeah.
Yeah. But they were all white. Weird.
Yeah. It's also listed as a horror mystery.
mystery. Yeah, and I love the Clue comparison because I didn't even think about that. That's a good comparison. I don't know, like top 100 horror movies for me, no. 200 probably not, but something about it just keeps bringing me back. And one of my favorite parts in the movie is where the front of this one is where she finds all the Barbies and like kind of with the heads missing and what she was setting up. I love that she had this planned out with Barbies waiting for all this to happen. Also, who the fuck would want to stay at a place like that? You better get a waiver ready. You better get some lawyers on site because you're going to traumatize the shit out of some people. Like when I'm watching again today and actually like thinking about it, I'm like, this is insane. Like it's like a haunted house, but you're staying there. You're paying all this money to sleep over the weekend while someone is killing your friends and family. Like, what the fuck? Who wants to do that? It makes no sense to me. But my biggest takeaway is get better friends. When I worked at Walmart, I had a lot of friends like that, and it's just it rubs on you. I don't know how they were still friends if they were like that all the time. But other than that, like I guess the memorable part, like any of the characters, do they stick out to you? You know, when you think about it, not really. Besides the ones you know from other films, the girl from Friday the 13th. Like the whole time, I'm like, who is it? Oh, that's who that is. And that's what you think about. You don't think about her in this movie. Biff, you don't think about him in this movie. The other people, I don't even know who the hell they are. So I can see that from someone who watched it. And we got to understand, John, you and I have to understand that this is a pure soul in Kellen with this movie that has never seen it before. So really his opinion is the most important one today, because this is his fresh set of eyes on this movie that we've seen probably, 15 times between us. So I get it looking at it from that perspective. But again, just like with Sleepaway Camp, you watch Sleepaway Camp, Kellen? Yeah?
Yes, that was one that got spoiled for me at FrankenCon last year because of the poster that they had.
Yeah,
I remember you asked me about that, and I was like, you know what movie got spoiled for me, and I still haven't gotten over, is the last James Bond movie. But I digress.
He dies. He fucking dies.
That's a side conversation, but yeah. Again,
and I'm still bitter about it.
Again, like I said, I'm the easiest to please in the group. You probably have figured that out if you listen to us enough. So I did enjoy this movie. There's only 3 of us. This went by pretty fast, but let's wrap it up. We'll do our rankings. I have TJ's ranking. He's also going to, if you're listening or watching, he's going to pop in at some point, edit himself in. So he'll be here with his opinion as well. But I went ahead and got his ranking. So let's go around with our rankings and close up shop. Kellen?
Like I said, it for me, because I don't have the nostalgia, it's forgettable. It's head and shoulders above Creepshow, that garbage movie. But but I mean, this is that, and that's a running gag between me and John. So apologies, John. But I mean, it's an enjoyable film. It was just long enough. It didn't overstay its welcome. I think that's where they probably could have gotten a lower rating for me, as if it would have drug out more. But it's right in that sweet spot, a little over hour 20. I think hour 26, somewhere in there, 28. So perfect amount of time for a Saturday afternoon, easy watch horror film. That's probably, if you wanted to introduce your kids to horror, this might be one of the ones to do, because it's not so over the top, it's not so vulgar, it's not so violent. So all that to say, it's a 3 for me.
John?
Yeah, I really love it. The end credits music is horrible. I will give you that. That is some of the worst end credits music I've ever heard. I heard that today and I was like, holy shit, how did I forget about this? There were certain parts of it I really did love, though, like the end where there's the reveal and the boyfriend is still behind the door banging on the wall, and the guy with the prosthetic comes up and kisses him, and that was so funny to me. I don't know why. I want to give it a 4 out of 5, but I know that that's the nostalgia talking. So, like, as a film, it's going to be a 3.5 out of 5, but I really love it. So, yeah, 3.5.
That's fair. I gave it a 3.5 as well. I was a 3 until Kellen said 3, so then I bumped it up because the way I feel about it and the way he feels about it, we had to have different scores. So that makes it about a 3. TJ gave it a 2.5. Spoiler alert: when he comes on later, he gave it a 2.5, and did the exclamation mark when he said that to me, but he didn't respond. So that brings it down to a 3. He gave it a lower rating than Kellen. So I'm kind of glad he wasn't on here with us because we might have fought, But all right, so that's
I'm not the worst.
No, not this week. Not this week, at least. Again, Joe Lynch, Barbara Crampton, we are so sorry for Kellen and his words on Suitable Flesh. Joe, I know we said we would murder him. We're getting to it. I promise.
I just want to say, can we get some Horror Sanctum shirts that across the back say "Kill the One"?
Kill the one. The one must die.
When we mass produce, we will 100% do that.
Okay, so April Fool's Day, 1986, one-off slasher classic. I discovered this movie very early on in my horror, probably on like Encore or Stars or something. When I first got cable in middle school, maybe early high school. It was one that was on a lot, lived in the cable universe. I used to have the whole DVD of it. I know I'd watched this movie several times, and then the last year I got the Blu-ray just to watch the special features and whatnot this past year. So I'd recently watched the Blu-ray, and that was a good transfer. I didn't keep the Blu-ray because I feel like this movie is one of those that once you kind of know the gimmick, and it buries the lead, unlike almost any other horror movie ever. April Fool's Day, that's the surprise. It's all an April Fool's Day joke, which was very different for 1986. I did rewatch it again this past week before recording. And for whatever reason, this is probably my 4th time, I believe, watching it over the years. I had always thought of this as a slightly above average film. I do think it lives and occupies a pretty unique space. It is one of the better one-off slasher films with a decent premise and gimmick. I think the best one of those is the original My Bloody Valentine. I do think that is a better film, more classic. This one occupies a pretty unique space, and in history, it's fairly unique. It does have one of the better endings in terms of doing something original and unique, which in 1986, when this was released, was very ahead of its time, I think, in a lot of ways. It didn't set up, it wasn't a premise that could really be set up very well for a series. So it was always probably approached as a one-off, because once you know the gimmick, April Fool's Day, you can only really do that once, right? That is a one-off concept. If people don't automatically, and I think what it had going for it more in 1986 than in 2024, not as much, is people weren't expecting, even though you called it April Fool's Day, people probably weren't expecting that the entire thing is an April Fool's Day joke. In 2024, we're a little more cynical. We've seen more things, and you have to market things differently. But in 86, it was ahead of its time. It did something unlike what most slasher films of that era were doing. However, in reassessing the impact of that, I will say, in my memory, this is a solid 3 out of 5. Maybe the first time I watched it, it might have even been a 3.5 out of 5. But I do believe it is diminishing returns, even though it definitely occupies an interesting place in history, and especially in slasher history and 80s slasher history, which is, super niche thing, right? But to all of us genre fans, we know that this is technically it's a tier above. However, I deducted a point down to 2.5 upon my probably at least my 4th rewatch. It might be my 5th over the years. And the thing about this movie is, and I have watched it 2 consecutive years in a row, and the last year I've watched it twice, which I think is too recent. you almost have to kind of forget what happens in this movie, other than maybe the big reveal at the end, to really be lured in by its charms. I think you need several years in between to really kind of forget some of these set pieces and things. And once you kind of know how the sausage is made, so to speak, it definitely loses some impact and some rewatchability. So that's why I deducted down to 2.5, which is a solid middle of the road film upon rewatches. I think the first time you watch this, it's a solid 3.5, depending on your scale. It's definitively not a 4 or higher film. It's just not. I mean, it's got some good actors and actresses for that era. I mean, dude that plays Biff and the Back to the Future films is in it, and he's a fun cut up character. You got Amy Steele from one of the better Friday the 13th films. It's hitting above its weight for 1986. We'll say that. And the first time you watch it, if you don't already figure out the ending way before they get there, it's good. It just don't ever live up to that on rewatches, in my opinion. So that's maybe why I brought it down just a little bit. And, I still think it's a solid movie. Will I watch it again? Eventually, probably, because it does occupy that very rare air of being one of only a handful of April Fool's Day horror films that I know. So it does have that, that perennial annual revisitability. It's not one I'd watch every year, but every decade maybe. I mean, it is probably, and I've only seen maybe like 2 other April Fool's Day films, but it's probably the best of those, which is a small niche for sure. But it was in the era of let's make a slasher film about every possible holiday. And by now they pretty much have done that. But in 86, they still had one left. April Fool's Day. We did it. And so 2.5 for me, after having watched it multiple times over the years. Still worth the watch. I recommend watching it. And maybe never watching it again, because you'll never like it more than after that first watch. So just leave that in your mind. If I'd have left it in my mind, not rewatched it for this podcast, I'd have had a 3 out of 5. So, maybe just watch it once and live on in your memories.
All right, so that's it for this week's episode. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to wherever you're listening to this podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. I've been trying to be a little bit more active on TikTok and giving some different videos that you can't find on Facebook or Instagram. But sometimes I just don't have the inspiration. I don't know who the hell's looking at that stuff. But we do have a TikTok if you're into that sort of thing. Again, as we said earlier, this is our last episode ever. So sorry. But that's it. So signing off forever, I'm Jay with John and Kellen. And until next time,
Keep it spooky.
Kellen won.
You got it. You got it. You got me on that one. The battle.
Okay, why did the chicken cross the road? All right, that's it. I've had it. What? I am sick and tired of you telling these stupid chicken and fowl jokes. But it's just, no, listen. You guys tell enough stupid jokes about chickens. But you're not a chick. I know, I'm a duck. But us with ducks, geese, fowl, pelicans, pigeons, birds, all the night. We're sick and tired of hearing these stupid chicken jokes. Enough with the chicken jokes. Okay, but I was just going to say, don't say it. No, I was going to say because you had to get to the chicken coop. Oh, for the love of it. That makes no sense. That is absolutely stupid. Doesn't... Okay. Never mind.
One day, identical twin brothers Chad and Bunny Owens decided that they wanted to create their very own television show. But what would it be about, and what would they call it? After many hours of debate, they finally created the perfect show. Now all they had to do was pitch it to the networks.
Chad and Bunny hit the road and pitched their show to other networks. Get out! Get the bleep out! They even tried public access. After being rejected and ejected by network after network, Chad and Bunny laid on the ground when suddenly a hand appeared and said, "We want you on my NBTV." So Chad and Bunny finally found a home for their unusual comedy show, and it's My NBTV.
Hey folks!
Hi there.
Welcome to the Chad
And Bunny Show.
That's right. Woohoo! Where are we at today, Bunny?
Monster Fest.
Monster Fest Mania.
In
Cuyahoga Falls.
Ohio. We're in Ohio.
Right. It's north of Akron.
Off Cleveland or somewhere.
South of Cleveland, north of Akron.
By Cincinnati.
No,
Right by Cincinnati.
South.
We're in Kentucky.
We're not in Kentucky.
We're in northern Kentucky. Ohio.
We're Michigan.
Hey, so what's going on today?
Well, we're hanging out here at Monster Fest Mania with our pals. We got Dr. Ed. Lucky's out there.
Midnight movie?
You got Renfield and Mrs. Renfield. Who else we got?
Lots of scary people.
Come up with characters basically. Give them silly recipe names and the ingredients are super common.
I think
Oh,
that
Tracking Counters Burrito.
Oh, that's right. We just talked to them.
We got the Mummy and the Monkey out here. All right, well, see you in a few.
All right, see you in a minute.
Give
Bye.
a general.
Hey folks!
Hi there.
Chad and Bunny here with a brand new product called
Bunny's Pop Boom Maker.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
Why is it called Pop Boom Maker?
I can't really say why.
Oh, because what? 1 out of 1,000,000 will explode.
Not quite. Worse than that.
1 out of 100.
Worse than that.
1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Oh,
They
jeez.
blow
All right,
up.
listen, folks. If you want to buy a popcorn maker that makes chicken-flavored popcorn taste delicious and guaranteed that 1 out of 10 is going to explode, then get yours today. While supplies last, not available in the state of Wyoming. Why is it not available in Wyoming?
I'll sell you some safety glasses, too.
But why is it not available in Wyoming?
I don't know.
All right. Well, get yours today, folks.
Buy one now.
Guaranteed to explode. 1 out of 10. What kind of tell them? The disclaimer will tell that. While supplies last.
I'll throw in the goggles.
Oh, God. That's it. We're done. We're done.
Alright, we made it, Bunny.
Welcome to Monster Fest 2024.
Woohoo, we made it.
Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
What is it?
Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
You know how to say that?
Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
Can you say that again?
Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
Okay.
Oh, 255.
I gotta keep him on a leash, you know.
You got a nice voice for TV.
Thank you. Can I have a job?
Can you have a job? You're a
Bring me on in.
cheapskate. You already have a job. The Chad and Bunny Show. Come on.
Yeah. Maybe
this-
someday. Would you like a poster?
Sure.
We have our movies network that's showing February chills.
Oh, sweet.
Scary movies in the month of February.
Do you have a host to host those?
Well, it's its own network, so like we don't control the programming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they don't. It's not a host thing.
Okay.
If you ever
You
want
guys
a
would
bad
be
host,
great. You guys are bad.
if you ever want bad hosts, the Chad and Bunny Show has their very own horror movie show host too.
Where are y'all based?
Cuyahoga Falls.
Oh, you're from the Falls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our studio.
Can't take him
our
anywhere.
towers in
There you go.
Cleveland.
There's our show.
Okay. Who's Chad? Who's
I'm Chad.
Bunny?
Well, Chad's, they're identical twins. He's
Not
back
here.
there. I'm him, but not him.
It's a puppet.
Okay. Well, who are you?
He's Bunny.
You're Bunny?
He's Bunny the human.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
But
can't
your
see.
name is over the Chad.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's a show about
Your
nothing
picture
and
should be over
something.
here. Like Seinfeld?
They're identical twins.
It's about absolutely nothing.
And
Just
something.
Babbling. A lot of babbling.
Right. A lot of chit chat. A lot of bad commercials, skits.
I can do voiceovers.
I know. That's
It's a
what
funny
I'm
show.
You can sing, dance, act, voiceovers. I'm just
Okay,
playing.
you can't really sing.
I can't.
Oh, you're on YouTube. We can check you out.
And the Monster Channel, too. We're on,
Yeah,
Roku.
we're on the
Roku.
Monster Channel.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all over the place. And we're trying to be.
Yeah, it looks like you're all running all over. Would you like to enter to win a TV antenna?
No.
No, thanks.
Free TV. You don't have to pay.
Knowing us, we'll lose. We always lose. So it's better to think we're going to win by not entering. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's how we play it. Thanks. Bunny? Yeah, a lot of cool stuff, right?
Tony Isabella.
Tony Isabella. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Chad and Bunny Show.
Where'd you get that pizza?
Yeah. Only you would see the guy and say, where did you get the
I'm
pizza?
starving.
Oh, I can't take him anywhere.
Delicious.
I'm getting some.
Okay, we'll have to go get some. Thanks.
These are all Akron Comic Con.
Right, exactly. It's all sponsored by the Akron Comic Con.
Monster Mania. Did you get that?
I did. There's your cousin.
I'm not related to him. That'd be your cousin, too.
That's why I said it's your cousin,
Your
my
cousin
cousin.
also.
It doesn't matter whose cousin it is. It's one of our cousins. A cousin is a cousin, right?
Alice.
Alice.
Hey,
Doc's got $7 million.
He's coming with Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie,
Rob
yeah,
Zombie,
this summer.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Hey, how are you? Morning.
Afternoon. I'm sorry.
Morning, afternoon. Wait, did you just wake up?
Whatever it is.
We were out late last night.
We stayed out late last night. Too much partying. Too much horror host partying. That's what it was. Oh, you're good. All right. Keep margin.
There's the food.
I knew you'd smell it out, boy.
There's the
Wherever
food.
there's food, you'd smell it. Oh my God. Stay away from the food, Bunny.
And beer.
Oh no. Stay away from the beer, Bunny. You had too much beer last night. Yeah.
Our pre-convention.
Right. The pre-convention party. I think they're calling us the.
And there they are.
And then, oh no.
Jack and Collins.
I just
It's Drac and Countess Karita.
What's up?
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Hi. Good to see you again.
Howdy do. Hey,
Hi.
oh, there's
Hey.
Danny the man, the myth, the legend. How you doing?
I hear Dr. Midnight pestered you
Kurt,
guys
how you doing?
earlier.
Nice to meet you.
I hear Dr. Midnight pestered you guys earlier.
Oh, something went wrong
Somebody
last
did.
night.
Oh, man.
Somebody pestered us.
Are we on right now?
You're on. You're always on, Drac.
You'll have to excuse me because, you know, I have to wear the glasses. I'm blind as a bat.
Well, it's that bad blood you had, right? It's
My
those
wife's
bad
here.
cousins.
My wife's here. Don't tell her about the bad blood. You know,
Just make
They
sure
were-
your blood isn't poisoned.
they were bad girls that had that bad blood.
Hey,
and I haven't done that for a long time.
I got a suggestion for you. Drink a glass of Bunny's boxed wine. It'll clean you out, and then you can refresh with clean blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's good for oxidation. And,
It'll clean you out, head to toe.
yeah.
It'll get your wings better, and when you transform into a bat,
Yeah.
you will actually transform into a bat.
And you do you lose weight when it gives you that Riemann clean?
Well, let me put it to you this way. that quarter that might be stuck in you will come out. So yeah, you're going to lose a lot.
Well,
of
that's
weight.
good because I swallowed that in the 50s. It's silver.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. All right.
Where'd you get that marker?
The what?
Where'd you get the markers?
Where did you get the markers?
Oh, yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know.
You mean the marker holder?
It's the little things. It stood out.
It's the marker holder, not the markers.
We got these at Walmart.
Walmart. Oh, money,
Actually,
money.
no, Renfield made
Wait a
this.
minute. You drilled a hole in that. That's how.
Renfield made that.
That's
Oh,
cool.
sweet. Oh, yeah, there he is. There's our cousin. Cool. Excellent.
That's awesome.
All right. We're going to let you get back to your blood drinking.
Oh, hi, folks. Chad Owens here. Got something I want to talk to you about. Oh, the other day I was playing with my balls, and, I love playing with my balls. I mean, they're just so much fun, And Bunny was over there, and he's like, Chad, stop playing with your balls. We gotta go. And I'm like, oh, darn it. I was playing with this big one, and then I had a small one, and then I had a colorful one. And then Bunny was like, come on, Chad, let's go. We gotta leave. So I was thinking to myself, darn it, I've got so many balls to play with, and how do I decide which ones to take with me on this trip? And how do I, carry them? I mean, I'm not going to put my balls in a backpack. I mean, ouch. And so I decided that I was going to create something that I could take my balls with. And what did I come up with? You guessed it. My ball sack. That's right. I created my very own ball sack. So now I can place 2 of my favorite balls in this ball sack and take them anywhere I go. On the road, here in the studio. I mean, I love playing with my balls while we're filming an episode of the Chad and Bunny Show. So I was thinking, maybe I should patent this. Maybe I should patent these Chad's ball sack. What do you think? Would you buy one of my ball sacks? I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Let me know. Thank you. Okay, can I get back to playing with my balls now? Whew, thank you. I love playing with these. Oh, God, these balls are so much fun to play with.
Hey.
Hey.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, I got a boner to pick with you.
What? Huh?
A boner. Well, you said you got a bone. I got a boner.
Okay. I've never been this close to you before.
I've never been this close to you, and I gotta say, yeah, where are the rats?
Where are the rats?
Yeah, where are the rats?
Oh, dude, you missed them.
Oh, darn it. I was hoping for a ratsicle.
What's with you and my wife?
What's with me and your wife?
Yeah.
Well, she gives me hot dogs.
What?
She gives me hot dogs.
She doesn't give me hot dogs.
Well, again, she gives me hot dogs because she thinks I'm a hot dog. You get it, hot dog? Whereas you're a ratsicle.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
You know what?
What?
Kind of cute.
Thank you. You're kind of cute in a ratsica, fly-eating kind of way.
This could work out, right?
You know who would probably be better off for you?
Who?
Bunny.
Really?
Bunny's into fur and hair.
Bunny!
Yeah. You might want Bunny instead of me. Just saying. He likes to eat a lot, so he could definitely eat a lot with you.
Oh.
Yeah?
I like that.
See? Woo-hoo! Woo! Hooty-hoo!
Hey, watch Raw on Amazon Prime. All right. You guys have a good one.
Hang a left, buddy. Your other left. There you go. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of people, huh? It is. It's a hanging place.
Chris Hahn.
Yeah, don't look at the masks, Bunny. They make you scared. Make it. Oh no, Bunny, stay away from the dip dots.
Here we go.
Can't eat, Bunny. You're not allowed. All right. There's toys.
Look at it.
Oh, sweet. Hi. How are you? Do you love true crime?
All right.
Do you love true crime?
You okay?
You love true crime? Check over there. I see that.
Over there.
I see that.
Over there.
I see that. Well, they're busy, so let's go.
It's just very graphic. And, like,
We'll hit them later.
I don't even follow them anymore, so I have no idea.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Ladies, boys, hot housewives.
Down, boy.
Oh boy.
Keep moving, buddy.
Oh boy.
Keep moving, buddy. Just say no. I'll tell Dad on you. If Dad hears about you. Hey,
what's up?
Pop Queen shows. What's the Pop Queen shows?
So the Pop Queen is my wife, Lauren Fulmer here. The Pop Queen show is a show we used to do on Facebook Live to sell Funko Pops, but we're actually here today because she's got a part in The Girl 2.
Sweet.
She's walking around here, but so this is her character Samantha in The Girl 2. That premieres tomorrow at 2:30. If you guys here's all the info here. This is Ken's, is it Seacrest? Seacrest. I always think I'm going to pronounce it wrong. But he was the co-director, the cinematographer, actor. You wore like 10 different hats when he was talking about that.
Sweet.
Well, here's our show.
Chad and Bunny
We're on
show.
Roku. We're on
It's on the Monster Channel.
Very nice. Chad and
It's
Bunny.
a show about nothing but something.
Absolutely nothing. It makes no sense.
It's a comedy. It's for adults.
Hey, that's awesome, man, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by. Take it easy, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I'll be back. Take care. Oh, Bunny. Bunny.
What's up?
Don't look behind you.
Behind me?
Right there. Don't look at it. Don't put your head in that, Bunny. I don't want you to get eaten.
Looks delicious.
It's looking at you.
It can eat
Being
me.
delicious. It'll eat you, Bunny. Wow. A lot of people here. It's kind of funny to see a lot of people, huh?
Oh, so you want me to tell a joke? Oh, okay. Why did the woman return the bra to the bra shop? Because it was strapless. Yeah. You know, the strap was broken. It was a strapless bra, and I thought it was cute. I mean, that's mostly people want to hear the jokes, right? Oh well, never mind.
Hello, Dirk Derwood here with an important message. Are you a fan of Dr. Dread reviews? Do you love seeing Morty? Are you a big fan of Morty? Not satisfied only seeing Morty once in a blue moon? Well, if you love Morty, like we do, you're going to love this special offer. For a limited time only, now you too can call the Morty hotline. I'm sorry, the Rorty hotline at 1-900-RORTY REEKS rah rah rah. Yes, now you can hear Morty, Rorty, speaking on a number of topics like line dancing, library books, the holidays, driving, cheese, feathers, tap shoes, and so much more, all spoken in the style and fashion that only Morty, Rorty, can do. So, call the Rorty Rotline at 1-900-RORTY REEKS rah rah rah. $1.99 for the first minute and $2.72 every minute after that. So, get your Morty fix on today.
I started talking.
I got it running. 3.
On the count of 3, we're going to say, you're watching the Monster Channel. Okay? 1, 2, 3. You're watching the Monster Channel! Woohoo!
I don't want to get too close, so I might hit him.
Just slide over a little bit. I got a lot of green over there, and I see the wall here. So just move that way a little bit. That's good.
Okay.
Hey, George, what do you have there?
This is a mace.
A mace?
Yes, it's used against your enemies.
A mace? How does it work?
Like that, watch.
Those are your enemies?
I'm not recording.
I'll stick with the axe.
Oh, Lurie.
Let's go.
Do what you want to do. I love you today. Do what you want to do. Do what you can. Do what you gotta do. But I love you, Suzanne.
Suzanne.
I love when you're good, baby. I love you best. Do what you gotta do. But I love you, Suzanne.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So, rumors floating around the convention that you've got a dick pic. Can I have one of those dick pics, please?
Right there.
Oh, there it is. Oh, cool. Dick got it. Oh, but it's one of the pics with the woolly bear. It's a hairy dick pic.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Hey,
where are the Spaceballs?
That's what astronauts do.
That's what astronauts do.
They could, yeah.
Hey.
Balls.
What's
oh,
going
look
on
at
here?
those.
The puppets are taking
Look at the
over.
helmet on that guy. Woohoo! It's the great helmet.
It's very shiny.
Very shiny. No, it's not working on me.
Get a gander
I'm
at
felt.
that. Get a gander at that saber.
And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
May the Schwartz be with you. And all that jazz. Oh God, he looks like him. Yeah. Wow. Perfect.
I can't breathe in this thing.
Rick Moranis?
Absolutely.
It's because of those certain, you have too many a-holes on staff, right?
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
I'm an asshole.
Spaceballs over here. We got some monkey over here.
Woohoo!
Very scary hangout.
Very scary hangout. Right.
That's right. It's a midnight movie. It's like the convergence of the horror hosts.
It's all over the place.
All in one.
Love your show.
Oh, hey, check your show out too. Thanks for coming through.
Lord, how is wrong with your enemy?
More snacks, so I know you always seem to...
I already have that.
Oh, you
I stopped there
have
already.
that. Oh, right. You've already eaten over there.
That's
so
what I got
okay.
here.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste like Ann, but it's
It
good.
doesn't taste like amber. What?
It doesn't taste like Ann.
Oh, Ann. No, nothing tastes like
But it's
Ann's
good.
berries. No, she's delicious.
What size?
Oh, what's this table?
You went to
Wow.
hot dark?
Who's this?
Doc
Oh,
Dredd.
Doc Dredd.
Oh, I'm just sitting here taking a rest.
Just chilling.
Doc's taking a rest.
No, Doc's over there.
He's napping
Oh,
over
he's
there.
everywhere.
He's
over
everywhere.
there.
We wanted to say
Cool.
bye to the midnight people because some of them were leaving.
Oh, they are? Really?
Yeah, and he didn't meet them all.
We better get over there.
How much is
Just saw you.
Who did?
How is it we always see you?
Double time.
Say hi to
Oh my
Chad.
God! You
Watch
got
this. I got
camera,
a secret.
camera.
Hi, Chad.
Hi.
Hi, Chad.
Headbutt.
Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad. Why
can't
come you
give
don't
you
use
a
that arm,
hand.
Chad? We
I'll
talked
do it.
about
I'll
it.
do a head. Hey, what's up?
Hey, brother, how's it going?
What's happening?
Oh,
Oh, you only do headbutts?
I do rear headbutts.
Puts horseshoes in there or something. What the hell's going on?
Well, your head's sore. So,
I'm full of rocks.
full of... No, you know why I don't like interviewing Chad Bunny?
Why?
Because I hold the mic to him.
You're talking to him.
Yeah! No, I'm talking to him.
Bunny's over there.
But the voice is over here.
There is
Very
no voice
tricky.
there.
I know
There's no voice over there. It's
There's
me.
Bunny's over there. And that's
Hello.
what we're going to take Vern for. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you got your own camera guy?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Rocco.
Oh, that's
What's up, Rocco?
We don't have our own camera guy.
You don't
It's
show
just
up.
us.
That's
You don't
me.
show up every time, though.
We do it all.
I'm the camera guy.
That's all right.
You're the
He's
camera guy?
and the star.
Will you put that mic near me, not the blank air?
So, there you
There.
go.
All right, you're right. Enough time for that.
Enough with you guys. We've seen you already. We'll see you later.
You guys later.
Ciao.
Diana. Yeah, they can't see the I can't believe.
I'm at the Monster. Where the hell are we?
You can't even say the name right when we first got in here.
What is it?
Monster Fest Mania.
What? Monster Fest Mania.
Right, in Cuyahoga Falls,
Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. We're at Monster Fest Mania in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
Hey, this is for all of the gray owls out there. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Hootie hoo! Hootie hoo! Hootie hoo!
I got one more. I had
An
three.
extra hootie.
An extra hootie for all those who's.
I'm only here for the wings. I'm here for the hooters.
I'm all what they said.
Yes.
Hello. Feel free to take a closer look at anything. Say I hand make each plushie. They're all one of a kind.
Plushies. Ooh. Do you make like orders?
Yeah, I do take orders.
Okay. You ever one of our cards? We'll take one of yours.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So what would like if you had made a plushie of Chad and Bunny?
I haven't done it. I'd have to draft a whole new pattern, but I mean, I got no problems doing that.
Okay.
She hasn't seen Bunny yet. Or
Yeah,
Chad.
Bunny.
She hasn't seen Chad.
Well, it's already on the business card.
Yeah,
you can
I
see
see.
Chad.
Locked out.
Well, he's still there.
Which one's Chad and which one's Bunny?
Chad is the cute one. Bunny is the tall, annoying one.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? We're baby.
Who are you talking to?
The girl. Or the guy. Or the...
Always flirting with somebody.
I can't help
Come
it.
on.
It's what I do.
Stop and said, hey, baby. Just come on.
Well, hey, you're jealous. That's why.
I am.
Because she, whatever it was
I
attractive.
don't know what it was,
I don't care what it was.
but I like it.
You like it, right? Although it's not Ann's berries, but you know. All right, let's go to the left and then we'll turn around.
Hey, I got slot cars over here.
You got slot cars?
Like you've never seen before.
Okay.
We're going to see something we've never seen before. Here we
Nothing
go.
I've never seen.
This is the Big X. There's only one in the world. Here's right here.
Ooh, sweet.
George
George Washington.
We got Michael Jackson and Bubbles.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
We got werewolves.
Werewolves of Parma?
Wow.
Werewolves of Parma.
Woohoo!
You can still do that. The lunch lady with her sloppy joes.
That looks like old Elvis.
It probably is old Elvis, right?
We got Goldar Conehead. Of course, he has his own driving school.
That's cool.
Sweet.
We got Barney got knocked out. Barney has his own chainsaw. It says
Steady, Bunny, steady. He
it
loves
says
Barney.
death to Big Bird.
Barney the Oh, yeah, I love Barney.
Those guys don't always get along on that network. Don't
They
let
never
anybody kid you.
Barney said knock you out.
Barney will not knock Big Bird out.
We got the Joker. He's got his own car. And they go through this big X. There's only one in the world, and they run into each other. Yeah, it's what it is. We're the Kent and Kenmore gamers.
Excellent.
Here, come on, you get over here. Who do you want to run? The Joker?
Barney the dinosaur.
I want the Joker.
No,
I
you want
I
Barney.
want Barney.
What is wrong with you?
Barney's out. He
All
got
right,
knocked
I'll take
out.
the Joker then.
All right, now let's see what.
All right, let's watch. Don't mess it up, Bunny.
Frustrated because we took over
the white chair.
Frustrated because we took over the living room. Dad tried
Oh, you got Michael Jackson.
All right.
Oh,
wait,
Michael
he
Jackson.
got me. He's
Yeah.
yellow.
He is dead.
He didn't last very long.
Don't screw it up, Bunny.
Go, Michael.
Give him the yellow.
Oh, you want yellow?
Yeah.
Here, now you're going against the guy that lives in a van down by the river.
Down by the river.
Down by the...
You gotta go
Down by
fast.
the river. Yeehaw.
Oh, that's too fast.
Oh, too fast.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Can't take Bunny anywhere.
All right.
Satan's on his way. I want to tell you, Satan is coming.
Now you're good. All right. There you go.
Oh.
That's what we want. We want that to happen.
Oh, we want
We want it to
Nice
happen.
going, Bunny.
Hi, folks. Harrison Dave here with a funny joke for you. Why did the old man cross the street? give up? It's because he saw Hooters across the street and had to get there because he was a member of the Grey Owls. Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo! Oh, well, that was a loud one. I didn't realize that one. Oh, almost hurt myself. Huh. So, if you're over 50, you live in or around the villages of Florida, and you happen to be near a Hooters restaurant, and you love hot wings, cold beer, and good conversation, then you too should cross the street and become one of the Grey Owls. Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo! Yes, that's right. We love it. So you too can be one of us. Just cross the street and come on in. You'll have a great time with us.
Hey folks!
Welcome back.
Again, Chad and Buddy Show.
Chad and Buddy Show.
Woohoo!
Monster Fest Mania.
Yeah, Monster Fest Mania.
Ohio, Kentucky.
Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo!
We have to explain it
I think she puts Becky Knockers
way out.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool. A one-day festival. Let me give you an example. We've expanded it into
This has been oh yeah, we started last night.
We stayed up last night. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna finish it up tonight.
So that's why it's 3 days.
But wait, there's more.
No, there's no more.
No more.
So we're gonna hop around and see what else we can see, who else we can talk to.
Okay. Within minutes of being injured.
See you soon.
How's it work?
Hi, Countess.
Hi.
So you're actually the real star of the show.
Well, don't tell Drac that.
I don't see him anywhere. Did he turn into an ant or something?
Maybe so.
No. We watch the show specifically for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you're the true star. Although when he does the Newsies, I'll give him that.
That's his part, yeah, that's his section.
And when he transforms into a bear, or a dog, or a pig, maybe a pig, yeah.
That'll come next, yes.
A pig?
Yes.
maybe he'll transform into a puppet.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be sweet,
Yeah,
right?
it
Yeah. We could make that happen, huh? Okay. Cool. Where's Drac?
I don't know, you'll have to go find him.
Oh, he probably went to find a peasant.
Oh, probably.
He was running low on blood.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Cool. Well, we're going to continue to walk around.
Okay.
Have fun.
You too.
And let's say you want to make the usual characters, do some world building. Say a fantasy, alien, whatever. Here's the logic. Create 200.
Hey folks, Chad Owens here from the Chad and Bunny Show. My brother is somewhere out here. I don't know where he's at. But we're hanging out here at Monster Fest. Woohoo! In Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. So we're going to walk around, see what's what. Talk to you soon. Yeehaw! Hooty hoo! 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 Hooty hoo!
You thought it couldn't happen again. We warned you and told you, but you did not listen. Return of the Living Pies. Yes, your death will be delicious. ×2. Rated R. Under 17. Not a thought parent.
I like this show.
Yeah, so do I. You finally picked a good show. What? What?
I'm touching you.
Stop touching me.
I'm touching you.
Stop touching me.
Touch.
Touch. Mom.
Chad keeps touching me.
With your finger?
So,
How am I touching you with your finger?
I'm not touching you now.
Yeah, your finger's in the zone.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
I'll bite that finger off.
Mom, Chad keeps touching me.
Mom, Bunny keeps sticking his finger
I'm not touching
at me.
you. I'm not putting
Mom, Bunny didn't wash his hands. Ew. P.U.
you.
What did you? Oh, gross. Oh, Bunny. God.
Hi, folks. Chad Owens from the Chad and Bunny,
Bunny Show.
Sorry, I screwed it up.
Yeah.
Hey, folks. Chad and Bunny from
Chad and Bunny Show.
And you are watching
The Monster Channel.
Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo!
Hi, hey, Drac. back and Countess Carita Renfield here. Huh?
Chad, what are you doing here?
Chad? I'm Renfield.
I'm Renfield.
No, I'm Renfield. I'm Renfield.
You're me?
I'm you. You're me.
We are we?
We are we. We are one. It's the Renfield and Cha Renfield show.
Okay.
I'm Cha Renfield.
What happened to you that turned you like this?
Something with rats in it, I think. Speaking of rats, oh, is that what I think it is? Rat jerky.
Rat jerky.
Oh, can I have a piece? Let me have a piece. I can't grab it. You know, my hands are tied. Oh, that was good. We need to get more rats.
We'll be back.
We will.
We catch some more.
Oh, then my beard went. Oh, darn it. Thank you.
What are you saying, where am I at? I'm right here.
Where are you?
Well, I'm holding the camera, that's why.
Oh.
I can't do it without
Getting all
holding the
fancy
camera.
smancy on us.
Well, yeah. Because you can't hold the camera. Although, no, you might be able to hold the camera. I don't know. There he is. Superfan Gary.
Midnight movie.
But it's not midnight, Bunny.
Once in a while, he does make it out. Oh no, he got more cameras. What's going on over here?
Oh, they're busy over here now.
Hey! Man, the myth, the legend.
Are you drinking a beer?
Hey, it's Vern too. Wait,
Yeah? I was going to ask him that.
it's Vern. It's the better Vern.
Hey, Vern.
I do exist. He does exist. He shows
Vern's
up once in a
back.
while.
So when are you coming to our show?
When we being invited. He's going to pull us.
No.
Oh, not me. Not me.
No, we want the star. We want the star. See, we were going to swap.
The star, the guy who barely shows up.
Because
then, but it's a novelty, right? Because
You guys agreed to swap Verns, so you can take Bunny. I'll take Vern.
We did.
Because Vern will be better on my show.
We just could never swap before because he was never here to swap.
Well, we got food.
Yeah.
We got delicious food.
Do you have a comfortable couch or floor? Because he likes to fall asleep a lot.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry. We got kettle prods.
He does
too.
fall asleep a lot.
We'll keep you awake.
Yeah.
Well, we have material that will keep him awake.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm like a cat. I'm telling you.
Okay.
During our 48 film projects, we're filming a movie. He's sleeping.
He sleeps
So
during
good
the
luck.
movie?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I sleep while they're filming.
Well, that's perfect because I do all the talking anyway. So, Bunny
He'll be
eats,
sleeping.
Vern eats.
That's true.
Okay, cool. All right, it'll work. Excellent. Okay, well, we'll swap soon.
Oh, Lordy.
Oy vey.
The sooner the better.
Sooner the better? I know. Or I'll take Rich. Either one. I don't know. Vern or Rich?
Well, if you want someone...
Maybe.
Complete opposites. Complete opposites.
Yeah,
he's a diva.
Well, so am I. Chad. Chad's a diva, right? Oh, Bunny's a diva too.
That was fun.
It was fun. Everything's fun, right?
It's getting busy in here.
Magic is fun when you're dead.
Yes! What's going on?
Hey, this is Dr. Dread and
Guys!
from Dr. Dread Reviews and
Yes!
Swamp Venus,
Yes!
and you're watching the Monster Channel.
We is! I love the Monster Channel. It's the best.
Oh, there you go. Get it. Oh my God.
How do we make this? How do we make the slime? What ingredients do we need? What do we need?
I know we need slime detergent.
Detergent.
Yes. And something else.
What?
I don't know.
Baking soda.
Baking soda?
Water. Vinegar.
I've
never been there. Nitroglycerin.
No, honey, no!
Yes, nitroglycerin.
Don't forget chicken.
All right. We better like it. I don't know if my camera angle, but Tony is right.
I can't hear you.
Let's do my knife. Let's do it. I don't know my camera angle, but.
What time do you have to be a monster pigeon?
Fuck!
I gotta set up.
And now we bring you the most scariest movie of all time. There is a room where some people go to rest. However, once you enter this room, there is no rest whatsoever. The Rest Room. Rated R. Under 17. And without parent. Not available in the state of Canada.
I like that. That's sweet. Hanging around. Don't worry, the monsters are not scary. They're all tame.
Oh,
Oh my God, that's scary.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh, jeez. You almost gave me a hoot attack. Wow. Jeez. Cool. Well, have fun out there.
Have fun.
Hey, Terry. Terrific.
Hey, Chad, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? Oh, what you doing?
I'm wandering around. I'm meeting up with some people, but enjoying the show.
Excellent, thank you. By the way, you're gonna have to make a vest for myself and for my brother Benny.
I think so. We'll do some measuring, all right?
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
We'll do lunch.
We'll have a meeting.
We'll have a meet cute.
There you
or
go.
A Q meet or something. Woohoo! All right. Hey guys, how's it going?
Fantastic! Imagine meeting you here.
I know, right?
Crazy.
Man, we got the Doc, we got the Eric, and we got me.
You got you.
Bunny's over there somewhere.
And we've got the Monster Channel.
That's right. You're watching the Monster Channel, the only place 24 hours a day to see some cool Monster Channel promos, right?
That's
Shows
right.
and stuff.
24 hours, 7 days a week. You turn it on, it's there for you.
Woohoo! Always something interesting to say.
That's right. Look at this! Look at that!
Look at
don't
you!
Look, don't look at me.
Wow. you got a little stain on your jacket.
I was hoping the cleaners would get it out, but
I don't
it didn't,
think
it
they, I
didn't
think
come
they
out.
made it worse.
I think somehow, it was a red pen, I swear.
Well, there you go.
It was not, well, I saw the chain. It was too late.
It was too late.
But folks, monsterchannel.com, you're on it, watch it, love it.
Hey, do you know Renfield? Yeah. I think he's had a few fun things, huh?
Oh, hello, my kitties. It's your favorite Granny from Granny's Haunted Parlor. Oh, have I got a special movie coming up for you very soon? Yes. My next episode will feature the wonderful movie from 1939 called Nancy Drew Reporter. Woo, this one's got it all. It's a comedy, mystery, it's got suspense, car chases, and all sorts of fun things. So tune in to the next episode of Granny's Haunted Parlor. You'll have a wonderful time. Hi, folks.
Hi.
Chad and Bunny from
The Chad and Bunny Show.
Somebody asked me the other day, with the amount of explosions that you have created and the damage that you have caused, how is it possible
that you still have a lab.
That's an excellent question, somebody.
Yeah.
I have my labs on conveyor belts.
Right.
I blow one up.
Right.
Push a button. Next lab comes in.
Right. And it's all contained within a bomb shelter. So there's no damage to the environment.
Not at all.
Unless you do an experiment outside the lab.
I do them in the lab.
Yeah, but you'd also do some experiments outside the lab. Like you blew out the west wing of our house, and then you blew up that plane, you blew up that car, you blew up that grocery store.
Our insurance is going to go way up for you telling them that.
You blew up that baby crib,
be
but there was
saying
no baby in it. No, thank goodness for that. The baby was actually out getting some milk.
Our insurance is sky high, right?
Yeah,
You're
your
gonna get
insurance.
higher. You're
Well,
gonna get
yeah,
higher.
no, because I'm part of it. Yeah,
You're talking.
So there you have it, viewer who had a question. Now you know the rest of Bunny's sick story.
Don't tell nobody.
Right. Shh. Shh. Keep it quiet.
But then the girl too, I got to do with her. We filmed it this last year, so it starts on tomorrow, Sunday at 2:30 in Boardman.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
So you won't be bored in Boardman if you watch this movie, right?
No, you definitely will not. It has a lot going on. I'm really excited.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing it.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. Woohoo!
You are talking with Dark Helmet.
Dark Helmet from Spaceballs. Woohoo! May the Schwartz be with you.
The Schwartz is with me, young one.
So speaking of Schwartz, what's up with those a-holes on your staff?
I have no idea. They just don't want to listen to me.
Oh, now you can't breathe in that, remember?
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
You may think I cannot breathe in him. I just can't watch my radar without coughing.
I think you can't not watch radar without thinking without your helmet on off.
I love how he says that.
See, right? Cool. So hey, you like horror movies?
Yes, I do.
Well, you should check out the Monster Channel. 24 hours of horror hosts and shows.
And I will do that.
You do that. And may the Schwartz be with you.
And may the Schwartz be with you. Hallelujah.
Me, mama, like a wagon wheel, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel, rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
Doing about 10, 15, 20, maybe 80 years.
80 years.
Maybe about 8.
So what you're doing?
About 80 years. Just playing around with the Other than that,
you're part of that gang of miscreants?
yes, I am. Unfortunately.
So basically, you're Vern's bodyguard.
Yeah, when he's not there.
When he's not there, you're his bodyguard.
Right.
So then you're his stunt double.
Double stunts, yeah.
Double stunts. Double stuffed Oreos.
Double stuffed stunts.
Who does not love double stuffed Oreos? Well, Trib does it.
Well, Trib's Trib.
Yeah, that's what we can say, right? Trib is Trib. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. You're wearing your hat just like Trib does.
I started it first. I'm older.
Oh, is that true, Trib? No? Okay. How come Vern? How come you don't have a hat? I don't collect all the movies. Oh, I see.
It keeps sliding off.
It keeps sliding off. I hear you. Up there. See, I got mine, and we'll see how long it lasts. Usually doesn't stay that long. All right? Nice hat. Cool, huh? Good. Excellent.
Watch it. Who bites?
Who bites?
Right.
Who bites? He bites? Well, he's from the Starship. Ah, see, there goes my hat. I told you. See? Oh.
Pin that on there somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Bending over. All right, no.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry.
See? It's got to go the right way.
We are about halfway through the day, and it has already been a scary good time.
You thought that the other door was bad. Well, wait till you enter this door. You will be shocked and amazed especially if you're a man. If you're a woman, then you already know. So whatever you do, do not open this door. Again, if you're a man.
The Woman's Restroom. Rated R. Under 17 and without parent. Not available in the state of South Dakota. If you're from North Dakota, you can check it out.
Hey, folks. Okay, we got a new segment, right?
Yeah.
It's called
Let's Try It.
Right, well, we're going to try something, and we're going to react to how it tastes. So, we have today taffy. You like taffy,
I
right?
love taffy.
Right. Do you like pickles?
Love pickles.
Well, guess what? This is pickled flavored taffy.
No way.
Yes, way.
No way.
So, way, yeah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, way. All right, so we're going to try it. We are doing this in honor of other people, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm saying. All right, let's try it.
Let's talk.
Let's try it.
More
okay.
eating.
All right, okay. Now it's got a crunch. The whole thing in your mouth.
Bit of a chew to it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
It is good, isn't it? Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow. Dill pickle taffy.
I know, right? It's genius. Who would have thought it? It has a lot of heat. It's good. Okay, so all those in favor of eating pickled flavored taffy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we love it. This gets a thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Oh, I only got one because my other arm's holding
That's
something.
right.
Yeah, okay. So, hope you enjoyed it. It was good. Thank you, I'm still eating it. Good.
Hi, I'm Joe Shelby. My SAG name is Joe Shelby, and you are watching That Monster Channel. I'm Gary Marlatt, the Red Jacket Zombie, and you are watching the Monster Channel.
Have the time. You're always on my mind. Wagon wheel, rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
A little ditty about Drac and Diane. Two Transylvanian kids doing best they can.
Hey folks,
Hey there.
back again.
Chad and Buddy Show. We had a great time at Monster Fest Mania. That was so much fun. But there's more to come.
After party. So until next time, or actually until the after party, thanks for watching the Chad and Buddy Show. Ciao.
Bye. Probably gonna re-record it.
Just put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello, and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydads. Thank you very much for tuning in this week. If this is your first time watching, this is a half-hour chat show where we discuss a movie that we've watched. Are you pointing at it?
I'm just looking at the movie there.
Yep, that we watched, and now we're going to talk about it. There's 4 different criteria that we have for the movie. The first is it needs to be under $5. It needs to be usually found in the wild. Sometimes it's gifted to us. Sometimes it is rented. We've done that before. It doesn't happen a whole lot, but sometimes we rent it.
And if you remember from our prior show for our 1-year anniversary, which was 2 shows ago, we bought like a brand new movie, but that's not going to happen all the time. That's a one-off thing.
Yeah. It needs to be either sci-fi, horror, spooky, adjacent kind of a thriller-ish kind of movie, and it has to be new to us, so not something we've seen before.
I guess that is 4. I always think of it as 3 things, but I guess technically that's 4.
Yep.
I only put 3 up there. I'm missing the 4th.
That's 4. 4, my dear. Yes.
I said corrected.
Uh-huh. And if this is a Wednesday night, in most cases, and it is 6:30 p.m. Central Time, sometimes 6 o'clock.
Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes things get a little wonky.
If it's a Wednesday, how about that? If it's a Wednesday evening, and you're sitting at home all alone, or with a friend, or your husband,
or your wife,
or your wife,
whatever,
and you want to chat with us, come on down. Usually Joel's sitting there waiting patiently to talk to you.
And we've talked to a bevy of different people over the past year. But you can, as long as we're on YouTube, you can go to the chat on YouTube. Once we're back on Roku, you should be able to go to the chat on tinglertelevision.com and join us there. But I'll try to make sure the Facebook page is updated. So if you want to know what the status is of things, go to the Facebook page for the Newlydads and check what's happening, because I'll put a post up usually on Tuesday before the Wednesday show.
Yes. And then one little thing of housekeeping before we start talking about what we watched this week is we also have created the show into a podcast.
Oh, right.
So if you choose to listen to this and you want to watch us, you can find us on Tingler Television on YouTube. But if you are watching us and you choose to listen to us, you can find us on Spotify. So we try to be mindful of the fact that there are people listening, but occasionally we might say things like, hey, look at our dog. Yeah,
Which
you can't see our dog right now, but
you can. But you can't see our dog right now either way. But
yeah, he's sleeping at our feet.
He's sleeping literally on my foot at the moment.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll make sure it's there, and it's also going to be available to other fine podcasting directories. We're not sure who else Spotify sends it to off the top of our heads, but we know it goes out to other places.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Yep.
But Spotify is where we recommend to go.
Awesome. All right. So let's get into what we watched this week. Yes.
So I'd like to point out that this says 9 big box movie, whatever.
There's not 9 big box movies in here.
I believe that there was probably a set that had 9 films in it, but this set that we got only has this part of it. Has 4 movies total.
Yes.
So
this happened to have been gifted to me by a coworker. So thank you, coworker.
The film we are watching, we already watched it, is
Pelt. So there is a synopsis on the back of here. Since there's 4 movies in this, they're kind of like all like truncated, yes, on the back here. So Pelt, a group of friends trespass on private property in order to hike a hard-to-access trail. But now they're deep in the woods where no one can save them from a maniacal king. Not rated. Violence, profanity, adult situations, and nudity.
Yeah, I guess those things were all there. The nudity was kind of, I didn't even think that was a real person's nudity. But we'll talk about these things.
It was edited by somebody named Savage Rex.
Oh. Huh. Wonder if he's related to Tame Ryan.
The music was done by someone named Texas Rifles.
I wonder if he's related to Montana Handguns. I don't know these people. We don't usually talk about those people.
No, but I thought that was
When they have
interesting.
names like that, you
Yeah.
gotta talk about them. It's like a rule. Otherwise, you get kicked off a Tingler.
Anyways.
Oh wow, that's quite the synopsis. I won't say that it's wrong, but we have lots of thoughts.
We do have lots of thoughts.
Most of them are thoughtful. So
yeah. So should we watch the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, we got to figure out where it is, and then yeah, we'll.
Here comes the trailer.
Oh, over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything special about it that I should know?
It's covered with fur.
How is it covered with fur?
So we watched Pelt.
Yeah, but the pelt was referring to people's skin.
Oh. Yep.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.
Sisters, a toast to trekking up the boneyard. Ow! Woo!
Most people come in from the north route, all right? That's the old Yak Trail, but we're gonna come in from the south, 4-by around, park on the west side, all right? We'll hike a couple of hours in, and we should be right on top of it. Just stay on the trail.
I didn't think people actually did that.
Did what?
Went off into the woods like that?
Nice.
Oh my god!
Poop goes in the toilet.
And we are back. Thank you for sticking with us through that lovely trailer full of flatulence.
She's assuming a lot because sometimes I don't put any flatulence.
I'm just going to tell you that if you didn't, I know for a fact in the movie there's at least some flatulence. So,
oh, there was. There was actually farting in the movie. I forgot about that.
Yes.
So at this point, I pull out my notes, which my wife has notes as well. On my notes, I draw pictures, which if you have not done so already, after the 1-year anniversary episode aired, Laura put together all of my notes, except for the one that I hadn't. There was 1 week that I didn't actually do notes when we first started. But anyway, she took all the notes, she put them into a flip book. They're available on our website at thenewlydeads.com.
Check it out.
Like to see what kind of nonsense I write, as well as the silly pictures I draw, go there, check it out. Joe Bob says,
check it out. It's fun.
I wanna meet Joe Bob. If anybody can hook that up, please let us know.
Or he'll sue you.
I don't want to get sued. I just want to meet the guy and shake his hand. So I drew a popcorn bucket. Not sure why.
Oh, because it's cute.
I drew a duck that has a name tag on that says duck.
It just looks like a fat
duck.
Fat duck.
And then I drew this guy, which I kind of was happy with the way it came out.
I think you should make that into a sticker.
I like drawing guys with no jaws. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
And just like he always does like a bust. It's always like this,
I like busts.
Yeah.
Wait, what? This guy?
Hmm.
You want him to be a sticker?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know
cute.
who'd buy him being a sticker.
You know what he almost reminds me of is the guy from that show Ghosts with the arrow through his neck, you know?
Oh, I don't remember his name now. We like the show Ghost. Oh yeah, Pete. But it's just got renewed for the 4th season, by the way. So if you're not watching, why?
We like Ghosts.
Because it's a good show.
Yeah.
It's kind of gentle
And
comedy,
Rose,
but it's
what's her
funny
name?
and we enjoy it.
Rose
Rose
somebody?
McIver.
Yes,
Who we are huge fans of because we loved iZombie. Everything about iZombie was great, including the source material by Michael Allred, my favorite comic book artist of all time.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's who I aspire to be as an artist, if anybody gives a crap. Go check out him and his wife's work. They are amazing.
Yes. All right.
All right. So anyway,
moving on.
This is Pelt from 2010. I'll put some art here for you. And I put more like 2000 dumb. I shouldn't have said that because now I gave away the ending. It's currently sitting at 3.6 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. Okay, let's do this. So this was written and directed by Richard Swindell, or perhaps it's Richard Swindle.
Nah.
Who has done some TV things and this, and that's it. The end. It was also written by Oscar D. Gomez, who is known for some TV things and this as well. They're apparently a duo, so all the things that they did together. So this stars one Justin Welborn, who's the one name in this that I actually knew who he was, and I'd seen him in other stuff prior to this, actually multiple things. Justin Welborn was in The Signal, which is a great kind of horror-y, sort of sci-fi type apocalyptic scenario. It's good. I enjoyed it for what it was. Very, very low budget, but in a good way. He was in Dance of the Dead, which was a fun take on zombie films. If you've not seen it, you might have seen it. You tend to have seen a lot of zombie films, which not everybody has. He was in Halloween 2, the 2009 Rob Zombie joint. And he was in The Crazies, which is the remake of the original George A. Romero classic, which honestly, sorry, George in heaven, I preferred the remake, the 2010 remake over the original. They're both on the shelf, but I preferred the remake. Weird enough.
Blasphemy.
I know, right? I've watched The Crazy several times, and like I said, it's on the shelf, and I'm proud to own it because Romero's one of my heroes. But I don't know, something about it just never hit me right. I'm assuming at some point it will. This also stars Travis Goodman, who was in a movie called Park City, The Conspiracy Connection, and The Best People. Not to be confused with the worst people or the okay people. The best people.
Yeah, all right, people.
Yeah, they're all right, people. And finally, the last name I'm going to mention is Ashley Watkins, who was in Black Violet, which I don't know. It sounds like a superhero movie. I don't remember what it was. Swipe Left. Not very subtle. And I'm going to see if I can say this right. Agoraphobia. Not agoraphobia. It's A-G-U-R-U phobia. Phobia. So I don't know what exactly that means you're afraid of or what the fear is, but I'll put it down here and because we'll look it up because I just saw it and I was like, that sounds interesting. And that's it. So can we go home now?
Can we go home now?
Yeah, are we done?
We are home.
Oh, but are we done?
No.
Oh, we still got to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Spoiler alert again. So at this point, my wife looks at me and says,
"What'd you think?"
And if you haven't already guessed, I didn't like it. But we'll get into reasons why. So from the very opening of this film, they literally almost shot for shot rip off the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the 2003 remake.
Yeah, with the photography shots where they're like, bing!
Which is a terrifying sound. Like,
yeah,
it's super effective.
No reason for it either. It has nothing to do with the movie.
And once the movie gets going, they don't riff on Texas Chainsaw Massacre
At all.
TCM at all.
Nope.
Other than the fact that the guy skins one of the victims, and not very well, might add. He doesn't do it to all of them. He's not got any sort of mask on. He doesn't use a chainsaw.
Nope.
There's no other connection, but just that first opening, like 5 or 6 shots. They do that camera flashbulb, charging sound with that looks like he's taking pictures, and then they go into the movie, and that's the last you ever hear of it.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was a huge. I mean, I'm sure it was meant to be an homage, but it came off just being kind of a cheap ripoff. Everybody in the movies, I wrote bunch of D-bags. I said, hopefully they die of a D-bag. I don't know what I meant by that.
said full of douchebags and really annoying girls.
And it was. There was nobody that was likable in this movie.
I said I hate all characters, not a single one. They all suck. Like every single one. All of them are horrible. Like I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them.
None of the side characters, none of the people they met along the way.
Yeah.
Even the villain was just absolutely stunningly dull, uninspired. I honestly don't know how this movie got made.
Yeah.
Just to put it out there. It felt to me like a parody of a horror film. So like if you've ever seen
a bad
Hot
parody,
American
not
Summer,
a funny parody.
Yeah.
Nothing was funny about it.
It felt like Wet Hot American Summer, which is a fantastic like satire on summer camp movies. It was made into a TV show with Paul Rudd that is Chef's Kiss. But this felt kind of like that, but without any cleverness, any humor, it just was a bunch of people in the woods getting murdered. And then even that wasn't fun. I wrote, Laura doesn't like the music.
Yeah, I said rock music montages really loud and annoying.
And then I wrote a little bit later, I wrote, I don't like the music either.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. It was not good.
And like there's like gross out parts that were just like, okay.
Like the footy PJs, that was disgusting.
Like in the beginning when this guy when the guy that you're talking about that you knew from those other movies shows up,
Justin Welborn,
yeah, and he meets the group of other people, and so this character Mike or whatever introduces him to the group, and he's like, this is so and so, and this is so and so, and then this is this girl or whatever, she's a nymphomaniac, and he's like, are you really? And she's like, yeah, and he's like, yeah. And then she gets up to go, I don't know, the bathroom or something. And he like sniffs her bar stool and then pours beer on it and drinks it off.
And then the bartender says,
I've seen worse or something. And he's like, I've done worse or something. And that, why? And that was it. And then he just goes outside.
That was the exchange.
No, there was no reason for it. It has nothing to do with the film.
I mean, they established him to be kind of a sleaze, but
we already figured he was a sleaze. You don't need to watch him sniff her seat. And they're in the diviest dive of the whole freaking planet.
Yeah, he probably got herpes off.
Syphilis.
Something.
Ugh.
He went home with an extra bonus gift. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Gross.
There was one thing in this movie though that I will forever be thankful that I got to witness. Is the phrase that I think we're going to add to our vernacular, which is, I'm going to go stack some lumber, which means you're going to take a poop.
Yeah, Joel got the kick out of that.
I thought that was funny for some reason. I don't know why. I don't find that as funny now. Maybe it's just because I was that put off that the movie was that bad that I just was like, oh.
Yeah.
Clever.
He did mention the footy PJs. So, everybody, okay, just normal cliche of like idiots in the woods, like, whatever. They're like drinking and like, they're, we're going to go screw in the woods. And then like, whatever. Like, so these people are going to go screw in the woods. These people are going to go get high. And then I'm going to go, pass out. So like, the guy goes and passes out. And then like they wake him up. He's wearing a full on onesie.
Adult size
pajamas. Ducks on it or something.
Yeah, there were ducks
footy pajamas.
There were ducks.
Why? Like I've gone camping with friends. We partied, like, I had fun in the woods, done that kind of stuff. Like I said, like I was an idiot in the woods too. Like we've all been there, we've all been idiots in the woods. But not once have I ever decided I'm going to wear footy pajamas.
No, not even at home. It's one of the things that she
Oh,
knows
he
that I
bans people from wearing footy pajamas.
unless you're a toddler, you should not be wearing footy PJs. Just my opinion.
I say to each their own, but it was weird in this movie. It was a weird choice, and I don't understand it.
And the thing is that once he made that decision based on what happened in the film, he was stuck in those clothes the rest of the film. And
yeah,
I don't understand the logic behind why that choice was made.
Just to like embarrass him? I don't know. It was odd.
If I was that actor, I would have been like, dude, I'm going to somehow get out of these and not put them back on. I'm going to get into something else. Even if it's a pair of short shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's better than this.
The characters in this movie were so horrible that like I rooted for them all to die. Like I wanted them all to brutally just die. I was happy when they died. I was sad when one of them was about to get away, and then glad when he didn't.
Yeah, it felt like a Wrong Turn wannabe kind of ripoff thing. Even the fact that they went up into a watchtower for the Rangers, like a ranger station watchtower, which is directly from Wrong Turn, which Wrong Turn was not a great movie either. Just putting that out there. Part 2 was okay, but the rest of the series has not been good. So you're ripping off a movie that is already not great. I mean, okay. Lots of dumb decisions. So many things were done poorly. It's just bad. There's a scene where one of the girls is being chased by the killer. She gets to the edge of a cliff. She's not paying attention, apparently, that's going to drop off, which I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. If you're running straight ahead and you see that suddenly there's no more horizon, you're going to slow down. She just runs right off it like Wile E. Coyote, lands in front into the street below where there happens to be a logging truck coming the other direction, and she proceeds to get run over by the logging truck.
I was happy about that. She was the worst human on the planet. I was so glad she died. She was the nymphomaniac one. She literally followed her best friend.
Nymphomania.
No, she followed. Agreed, but she was self-proclaimed nymphomaniac.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that, because she was like, no, not really. But she followed her friend and her best friend and her friend's boyfriend out to watch them have sex.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then when her friend went to go get her idiot boyfriend, who just screamed, beer, I want beer, 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 wouldn't say anything else to her except for beer until she got up and go get him a beer. When he finally got up to go get beer when she finally went, got beer for him, her friend comes over and says, hey, do you want to have sex with me now? Here's my butt. And she's like, if you do it in the butt, then it's not cheating.
It's not
and he
cheating.
does it.
I mean, it's just implied, but yeah.
I'm telling you, every single character in this movie.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And then just to try and prevent anyone else from having to deal with this, everybody dies at the end.
Everybody.
Even the bad guy dies. Everybody dies in the end. Even the truck dies. It's just everybody, and we were not sad about that. I mean, we had to rewind it a few times because there were some things that we couldn't quite pick up on in terms of dialogue, the ADR, that the sound was not great. But I honestly can say there was nothing about this film that was redeeming.
I wrote dumb.
I wrote dumb. Yeah. I wrote
D-U-M-B, dumb.
I did write, and I wrote bad. The thing is if you're going to have a villain anymore, kind of the thing is, you have a villain that's either got a mask on or got some sort of deformity or that's got some sort of trait that makes it stand out. And this guy literally looked like he just got off work at, the auto parts store.
Well, no, you called him something. I forgot who you said he looked like.
Did I?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
But he had like
a dirty, I can't remember what you said, but you were he was like a handsome guy. You said that he was
had a chiseled jawline, and he looked like you never see him like fully in the open.
Yeah,
like he's always like just
in
a
the shadows.
Bit in shadows.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got like a baseball cap on with overalls and a t-shirt and
some dirt on him,
boots, and then he's got some dirt on him, and then blood, obviously, because he's killing people. But he doesn't ever say anything. He doesn't ever really. There's nothing about him that sets him apart. His room There's a little house where he goes to take everybody to kill him. It has some half-assed kind of Dexter kill room things going on, but even that's not really fully formed. He's a rapist. He's a murderer. He's skins people. I don't understand why it's just so ultimate generic.
Yeah,
I guess it's the best word.
Yeah, everything was generic, and and I hated all the characters.
It was like Black Label.
Even
horror movie.
Even like the douchebag guy that sniffed the seat or whatever tried to be like this like hero at this one point, and I was like, nah, man, like I still want you to die. And I was super happy when he finally did.
And he died. And I don't have a problem with Justin Wellborn. I mean, he can play that kind of character, but the direction in this film and the script just hamstrung everybody.
Yeah.
So in case you haven't noticed, we're not recommending this movie.
So out of 0 or whatever, like we can go negative. So out of skin suits.
Oh, is that Oregon?
Yeah, out of 5 skin suits.
Incidentally, I'm glad it's not the full 9 in this big box of fun, because we have 3 more movies we have to get through. I'm hoping that there's not diminishing returns here, but I don't have a lot of hope. So we'll put this one back in the fun box, and it will be chosen at random to go into the second film on the list, but not yet. So 0 out of 5 skin suits. I'm giving it -5. I'm going the complete reverse. Like
-5?
Yeah.
I gave it -2.
So
that is the worst.
I hated Borderline Cult, but I could at least
That's worse than Borderline Cult.
Some things in Borderline Cult that I actually could appreciate to some extent.
That's worse than Borderline Cult.
This one I just was mad at. Like I did not.
Yeah.
There was nothing about.
I think this beats out Borderline Cult.
Which I didn't think we were going to go there, but the more I talked about it, the more I'm like, I'm
just angry.
I didn't like it to begin with, but.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember what I gave Borderline Cult. I think I gave Borderline Cult like -4, but your -5, I think your -5 beats out,
We'll go back. We'll check the tape. And if that's the case
check
where it is.
The replay.
If we find out that it is actually not the lowest, then we'll let you know. But otherwise, we're going
to. I can't blow it up though, because we've got more on air. So let's put that over there.
Out of sight.
And what I'll do is I'll blow my notes up.
Oh, okay. Yikes.
Yeah. So what do you recommend instead of that piece of crap that we watched?
Well, this one was a little tricky because there's about 9,000 Spam in a Cabin kind of, Killer in the Woods movies to choose from. And I was trying to go with something that was funny, that was over the top, gory, that had a killer that was memorable and iconic, that had a high body count, that took place in the woods, and that was written and directed by somebody that we both appreciate, Adam Green. So we're going with 2006 Hatchet, which Victor Crowley subsequently led to several sequels, all of which I enjoy, all of which have a large number of veteran horror icons. And Kane Hodder plays Victor Crowley. It is very fast-paced, kinetic. It's funny as hell. The blood is super over the top. It is just a crazy wild ride. It's what this movie, I mean, it's not even close. Like, not even, like, it's night and day. So, highly recommended if you get a chance, if you've not seen any of the Hatchet films.
Yep.
Check it out.
And then what are we watching next week?
Next week, from the big box of fun, I gotta reach behind me here to grab it. We are watching
The Burrowers.
The Burrowers.
Evil Will Surface. I am worried about this movie.
But wait, look at the cast.
That doesn't mean anything sometimes.
Look at that.
All right. A splendid blend of raw Western grit and unnerving horror, says Twitch.com. The Dakota Territories, 1879. A handful of brave pioneers maintain isolated settlements in the Badlands beyond civilization. Irish immigrant Fergus Coffey is near to winning the hand of his beloved Mary Ann when she is suddenly taken from him. Her family brutally abducted in the nighttime attack on their homestead. Suspicion falls immediately on hostile Indians. Experiencing Indian fighters, Will Patcher and John Clay form a posse and set out to rescue the kidnapped settlers, taking along a naive teenager hoping to prove himself a man and ex-slave looking for his place and their ranch hand coffee. But as men vanish in the night and horrific evidence accumulates with the dead and dying, the group discovers that their prey is far more terrifying than anything human, and their prospects are far more terrible than death. I don't see who the cast is.
Oh, you don't see? Well, I'll give you a hint that at least one of the actors is Mr. Krabs. So I've heard
Clancy
about this film. I thought I had seen it, but once I looked at the back of it and then looked it up, I don't remember any of the things that I saw. I didn't want to know about the plot really, but
I like
I did,
Clancy.
take a look at some of the stills from the film, and it doesn't look familiar, so I don't believe I actually have seen it. Otherwise, I think I would have remembered. But it's been on my list for years to watch, and I just never have.
Really?
So yeah, it's one I heard decent things about. So I've got moderate hopes. I won't say high hopes because that usually means it's garbage. But
Lionsgate film.
But yeah, it was a movie that I think it was direct to video, was not in the theaters, but it had some money behind it, and has a couple people in it that you'll know because I already wrote the notes up for it. Little spoiler alert.
Interesting.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I'm interested. Okay. Well, if they want to find us, where can they find us, Joel?
As mentioned previously, you can find us at thenewlydeads.com. That is where all of the things that go bump in the night are located for us.
Yes. And if you are in the Rockford area,
oh yeah,
we are going to be at Summerween at the end of May at Wolf Hollow.
Come by, say hi,
give us a hug,
buy some stuff,
yeah,
get an autograph.
Summerween is going to be kind of like a halfway to Halloween kind of celebration where I think that they're kind of like describing it as a like a dark carnival. So I was going to say billing it as like a dark carnival.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bring us cookies.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of random.
Bring us a
things to
snack.
say. Bring us a sinister snack. Yeah. If you got something you want us to try on one of our videos on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Come on down.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. And until next time,
keep it cheap and creepy.
Bye.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going? I'm gonna finish this.